और वुमेन ग्लोबल डिलिव्हरी सेंटर नियामोचे भव्य उद्घाटन सडक परिवहन मंत्री नितिन गडकरी यांच्या हस्ते झाले. सन 2009 मध्ये स्थापन झालेली नियामो ग्लोबल पेरोल आणि ईओआर सेवा प्रदान करणाऱ्या आघाडीच्या कंपनीने नितिन गडकरी सडक परिवहन मंत्री आणि महामार्ग मंत्री यांच्या अध्यक्षतेखाली त्यांच्या हस्ते वुमेन ग्लोबल सेंटरचे उद्घाटन करण्यात आले. नियामो ही जागतिक वेतन आणि ईओआर सेवाच्या जगातील आघाडीच्या प्रदात्यांपैकी एक आहे आणि तिचे जगभरात पसरलेले 3000 पेक्षा जास्त कर्मचारी आहेत. नोकरीच्या संधी निर्माण करण्याच्या उद्देशाने कंपनीने टियर 2 आणि टियर 3 असे 3 सेंटर तयार करण्यात आले आहे. इतकेच नव्हे तर भारतामधील 20 शहरांमध्ये अशी आणखी सेंटर स्थापन करण्याचा उद्देश आहे. भारतातील अनेक शहरांमध्ये आपली उपस्थिती वाढवल्यानंतर नियामोने आपल्या पहिल्या ऑल वुमेन सेंटरसाठी निवड केली अशी माहिती नियामोचे सीईओ रंगराजन शेषाद्री यांनी पत्रकार परिषदेत दिली. ते म्हणाले की नागपूर सारख्या शहरात आम्ही महिलांसाठी एक नवीन व्यासपीठ तयार करीत आहोत. नागपूर से संवाददाता सविता कुलकर्णी की रिपोर्ट.
It is really a great pleasure for me that today the company is giving the opportunity, particularly the women entrepreneurs, as a employee leader. And it's really a great thing, which is something different from the practices of other industries. I always tell to the people that the innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skills and successful practices. We need it as knowledge and conversion of knowledge into value in the future of our country. We are now in the process of making Indian economy as Atmanirbhar Bharat. And for that reason, we need to increase our export and reduce our import. And that is exactly the important thing that you people want to contribute. That is going to increase our export for our country. And it is very important. Today, the Niamo is a great project for me because it is started at the time for the dream in my mind to be employment potential for the socially, economically, politically backward area of the country. We are out of farmer societies. So I always telling to the people that we will give all facilities, but one mandatory thing which you have to obey that we should do employment only from the at least 95%, 90% from this area. Because there are a lot of opportunity available in Pune and Mumbai, I am not against it. But Nagpur is backward compared with the Mumbai and Pune. That's the reason that our request to all entrepreneurs that giving highest priority for employment of the people from this area. Our experience is very good. The state is giving employment more than 6,000 and they are getting 3,000 more people. Infosys also in the process of expansion. And 49 engineering colleges we have. We have symbiosis now, and our planning is to start the nursing management college in Nagpur as well. So with the MBA colleges, engineering colleges, IIT, AIMS, everywhere, law school, all type of international standard good education center is Nagpur now. And that is the reason that we educate the youth, and at the same time availability of young talent can be with a very positive state for all of us. Presently, Niamo has given the employment of 56,000 people. And my dream is to do 8 of 24. We want to cross the number of 1 lakh.
Global payroll SaaS product company. So we work with in transforming payroll for large global 500, global Fortune 500, global 1,000 companies across the globe. So if they're looking for creating a payroll standardization or transformation across their countries of operations, they are present in 40, 50, 60 countries and they're looking to transform their payroll. We have a product that can be deployed across their countries. So that is what we do. We are about 3,000 plus employees globally. We have 4 centers in India, primarily what we call global delivery centers. 2 outside India, Manila and Mexico. The 4 centers in India are Chennai, which is our corporate office, Pune, Nagpur and Madurai. We also have presence in about 35 countries where we have sales, marketing, compliance related people working and language support. So that's the spread of the company. That's what we do. Nagpur is one of its kind, the first all-women center for a product company anywhere globally. We're the first. So we saw the potential of the talent in Nagpur, and we wanted to leverage it. So and we have about close to 150 people in Nagpur. We'll be expanding the center to about 500 people within the next 12 to 18 months. So that's the plan we have for Nagpur.
यहाँ पर जो मतलब लेडीज का एडमिशन है सर, तो मतलब परसेंटेज के ऊपर में लेडीज को लिया जाता है क्या? जैसे इंजीनियर सेक्टर्स है, एमबीए सेक्टर्स है, और भी जैसे कॉमर्स सेक्शन है, तो मतलब इनको परसेंटेज के ऊपर में लिया जाता है क्या?
There are multiple criteria. One is obviously percentage. So we primarily hire engineers and MBAs here, right? Yes, we have a criteria for their 12th standard graduation cutoff from a percentage. We also have our own aptitude, and if it is a technical job, then we have technical tests, and then we hire them because they are all working in creating the products or working in implementing the products for the customer. So it's a very front-ending kind of job and very highly sophisticated technology-related jobs that we are hiring here for.
Typically, for example, our teams are structured for the countries. So all these people you have seen, they work for a specific, and Nagpur Center today serves the Asia Pacific region. So intentionally we kept the morning shift so that they don't have to work late night kind of thing. But Asia Pacific countries, if you look at it from Australia, Japan, everywhere. So if they are associated with the country, we many times promote them to learn that language of that country, which will help them in interacting in a much better manner, like Japanese or Korean or see Singapore, Australia, English works and all this.
But language plays a very important part in our, because we provide service, payroll product and services in about 100 plus countries, and most of the countries, 70% of the countries are non-English. Europe, Asia Pacific, every country has a different language. So language is a very important part. We have a big team that not only localizes the product on the language, the product itself has to be on the local language, the screens. Also from a talking, and so language, if they can add their skill by learning foreign languages, it's a big plus in our area of focus.
तो पेरोल किती वर्षासाठी देण्यात येतं, आणि जे विदर्भातले जे लोक आहेत त्यांना किती अपॉर्च्युनिटीज मिळालेल्या आहे पोरींना? म्हणजे तुम्ही तर हे जे नियामो आहे ते फक्त लेडीजसाठी सेंटर ओपन केलं आहे.
लेडीजसाठीच केलंय, आणि 100% ऑफ द गर्ल्स वर्किंग हिअर आर फ्रॉम विदर्भ. Of course, bulk of them from Nagpur itself, but there are girls coming from Akola, Shegao, Varda area. So that we have a very clear policy to get a local opportunities. Typically, our client contracts minimum is 5-year period, but it extends into 7 years. But it's a sticky business in a sense. Once the client comes to us, it never goes up. Even after 7 years, we negotiate and extend the contract, but it never goes on because it's very difficult to do the shifting of the work from one company to another.
तो इसके लिए आपका वेबसाइट क्या है, मतलब जो भी बच्चे यदि मतलब इंटरेस्ट ले रहे हैं?
www.niamo.com is
the NWYAMO, Niamo.com.
This is a woman. It is 80% male and 20% female. And if you see in the last couple of years, gender diversity and inclusion is becoming a very, very important corporate initiative. And in India, we found out that Indian girls, specifically now in IT, are performing much better. While there are some constraints, definitely comes from the girls, but they are having high potential. So we thought that why not we create a new concept and launch in India to create a dedicated all-women center only, because then that will give a better opportunities for the girls. If you see the center here, we have provided for lactation room, rest room, because if we get tomorrow a pregnant girl who is working here for initial period of time, we have to take care of it. That makes her very, very important. So we have designed this center in taking care of all the requirements. Typically, girls have the break happening in their life, so we should be ready as an organization to accept that as a part of our design by itself. Because we looked at the benefits as well as the issues, but I think benefit outweighs the issues which are there, and we believe that our last 1 year now center has been created 1 year back. We were in temporary facility. Now they have been shifted to this center, but we have the experience that the girls are more sincere in their job as compared to boys. That's our overall experience is coming out, and we are extremely happy about this initiative. Whether we will replicate this initiative in other cities or not, we are not too sure as of now, but we will wait for the experience to grow.
But typically, just to add on what Ashok said, our ratio is very healthy. We in fact have more women across our organization. We have 52% women and 48% men. So in a lot of sense, this is an ode or a what I call a tribute to the contribution women and girls have done to our growth. This center is really a tribute to them, right? So we may, depending on the success and learnings of this center, we may look at it. Why India? We may look at repeating this outside India as well. But it all depends on how we, in the next 12-18 months, how this center shapes up, and we want to understand the best practices and probably create another one. Why not for us?
We are learning a lot because there are some new learnings coming up because of the nature and. But if you see our area payroll, which is part of the HR, and if you really look at it, HR requires people with a lot of empathy, and girls tends to be, because of their nature itself, tends to be more